Kiwanis gave me 50.
The Santa Susana Mountain Park Association has gotten money, right? You got the $10K for the trees.
Oh, that was Save Chatsworth, and yes, we got...
I mean, you have gotten money, just maybe not
it wasn't
to you
directly
personally,
from
right?
that.
It's not like your individual...
Oh, yeah, like any nonprofit, I go out and raise money. You bet.
Right, okay. Are you the CEO of the nonprofit?
Yeah, I'm the president of the nonprofit, yeah.
Okay.
So
there's records of your salaries from this nonprofit as well. You don't have a salary?
I don't have one.
Okay.
We operate on $8,000 a year. I had a 4-year program that had a $42,000 budget.
Yeah.
And we came in just under $42,000. I'm so happy.
Good job.
And nobody got paid.
Okay, so
it was all volunteer.
This is all, for you, it's just meaningful to you.
An obsession.
Okay. I wasn't going to say that.
Remember when I talked about personality disorders?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, obsessive compulsive disorder comes to mind. Why would I walk away from a...
For you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I walk away from a $97,000
Had you been like this
job?
about anything before?
Movies. Making movies. I was going to win the Academy Award and change the language of film.
I see.
And when that didn't happen, I figured, you know what I'm doing here? I am changing the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really important to me. This is my legacy. We'll walk through my legacy in a little while. And you'll see that, what's important to me is making a change.
Mm-hmm.
This world is a little bit cleaner and a little bit safer because I passed through. I found an asbestos dump in that creek.
Mm-hmm.
That dump is cleaned up now, and I can honestly say that the Boeing Company is correct right now. There is nothing coming off this site that can hurt anybody. They put in a stormwater control system that is absolutely state-of-the-art.
Mm-hmm.
While you're up there and we're on NASA property, there will be a NASA rep asked to see Outfall 18.
Okay.
It is a technological wonder. It's a passive filter and a system that collects all the stormwater that falls on that mountain and runs it through a clean...
that mountain?
Excuse me?
Like, you mean which mountain? This whole mountain?
The mountain that SSFL is on. Okay. Oh, I tell you what, yeah. Let's, I tell you what, pick up your stuff, let's go for a walk. This is a good time to stretch our legs.
What do you have?
All that shit your mother tells you about getting old?
Yeah, it's hard. I know.
Sucks.
What are the, I don't know what they're called. Are they taps or?
Oh, these are, snake gators. They're made out of Kevlar, and there's a whole lot of rattlesnakes.
Oh, really? Okay.
I tell you what, when you're a resource worker, I saw them every day on the job, and when you step on one, you will be so happy you're wearing these things.
Have they tried to bite you while you're wearing them?
Well, when I stepped on, wasn't real happy with me stepping on him. We're going to walk up this trail here. You don't have anything to worry about. Otherwise, I got about 8 there in the truck that I give you.
Okay. So you had these big dreams with film, and then that kind of energy got transferred over to this. Yeah.
And before I was in film, I spent my 20s as a circus performer.
Oh, no way.
I was a professional juggler.
Oh my God.
There are photographs.
So cool.
It's pretty.
Were you traveling?
I have not wasted 1 minute of my life.
That's great.
I have always followed my passion. Movies were great, man. I get to New York. I got to New York about every 6 months to do interviews on some kind of documentary.
Cool.
Get off the plane, a guy hands me $400 of petty cash and a key to a hotel room, and it's like, okay, I got to get to the village.
That sounds great.
Blue Note tonight, guys.
Are they orange trees?
These are orange trees, yes.
Okay. They're beautiful.
This used to be a ranch.
Oh, really?
Sage Ranch.
Oh, right.
The Sage family. I met Orange Sage Jr., who is now 85, and he was raised up here. He used to drive cattle up here.
So the ranch was always separate from SSFL. It was just abutting it.
The guy who owned this ranch used to own Area 1.
Oh, okay.
He sold Area 1 to Boeing, or to Rocketdyne. And in the 80s, there was so much noise about pollution that this place wasn't getting any business. So he basically donated it to the state as a park.
As a ranch?
Yeah, it's a park.
But I mean, the business that it would have been getting was as a ranch?
Yeah.
I see.
Like, do you want to eat cattle that have been pooping out radioactive cow pies?
Right.
Quite literally.
Was that correct, or do you think that was...
Who the hell
knows? Yeah.
At one point, it's like they were yelling, oh my God, you know, they found radioactive cow pies back in the 70s. We got to find them. There's radiation everywhere. And I said, are you seriously going to go out looking for radioactive cow pies 50 years after the fact? Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. Okay, that's Area 1. And
so what is all that stuff that I'm looking at?
That right now, that's contractor land out there. Those are the people that are doing the remediation work in here.
I see. And
the admin building is the small building on the right. There used to be test stand and test facilities all over those hills. They're gone now. But when I talk about, quote unquote, the mountain, this is pretty much it. Here, let's go over on the other side of these bushes. Okay, where that antenna is
This is
the
the
top.
ranger station?
Say what?
This is where the ranger lives?
That's the Rangers. The Rangers' house. They used to be the ranch house, but the ranger took it over as a domicile when they gave it to the state.
I see.
That mountain over there, the antenna is NASA property, and that's the highest point in the place. But all the water from that watershed in a storm gets collected by their stormwater system and is pumped over to a treatment plant, and they can literally make distilled water at this place. They release the clean water further on down the drainage. They can handle.
What do they do with the rest, the non-clean stuff?
Oh, they cart it away. It's in the filters, and they take the filters out and take it to the appropriate dump. It's tested in the right ways. But yeah, the sludge that's left over. That's a very good question, by the way. The sludge that's left over from the cleaning the product gets carted away to the.
They ever looked at what's in it?
Yeah, all the time.
What's in it?
A lot of heavy metals, vanadium, heavy metals and stuff. Your best bet for that type of data and accurate data is to talk to the water board. They do monthly assessments of the place, especially in the wintertime. All of these different outfalls get water samples taken from them when stuff goes through.
Because isn't one of the concerns from like the parents against the sanitary, like don't they worry about the water, that the water is flowing down, that it's what happens during a...
It's all being treated.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Why I was
They can handle all the water from a 2-inch rainstorm that falls on this mountain.
Yeah.
2 inches of rain equals about 6 million gallons, and they have the storage capacity to hold 6 million gallons of water. And if that capacity ever gets exceeded, if you see outfall 18, that is a passive filter that cleans the water to about 95% clean before it goes down the drainages.
When the Woolsey fire happened, where did that go?
The Woolsey fire, I was up here the day the Woolsey fire started.
Oh, really?
We were watering our trees.
Oh, shit.
The fog was just drifting away. We knocked off about noon, and the wind was just starting to come up. We drove right past where the ignition point was.
Wow. It hadn't started yet?
No, that was at noon. At 2 o'clock, the wind came up to 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Cal Edison had just put in a new large transformer up here. There's a big spreading station up here for their the power grid. And when they flicked the switch, a current surge went down the line and blew up 2 transformers a quarter mile apart. There's a 3-man fire department up here. They couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
A 60-mile-an-hour wind, right? They couldn't handle it by themselves, and by the time the Ventura Fire Department got up here, it was out of control.
Yeah.
And
so you can't see that from here?
You can't see it from here, but...
Does it stretch out like the whole, like are those mountains also part of it? I'm sorry, I don't know visually what
I'll tell you in just a sec, but let's stick with the fire for a second. If you look at that meadow down in Area 4 near the gray building, see the road running through it? Everything on the left side of that road burned.
I see.
And that's pretty much where the ignition point was. The ignition point was about halfway between us and that road.
Okay.
That was the ignition point, and like I say, within 15 minutes it was completely out of control.
Right.
I came up here and stood here the next
started?
morning,
oh, okay.
and I watched this black smoke come up from behind that ridge where our planting area was, and it was like, well, there's a year's worth of work up in smoke, quite literally.
And what are the trees that you guys are planting?
Oak trees.
Where are they though?
Oh, they're right now. Believe me, we're gonna see that in just a minute.
Is that what's on your on your patch? Are those oak?
Sky Valley Volunteers. Those are acorns.
Acorns for an oak tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, while we're up here, oh God, it's so hazy today. This fire.
Is that from that Palisades fire? Or?